This is for my people who have decided to be an entrepreneur, who cut off all other choices and have decided to take this path. I believe that you could start a business where there is demand already, or you could create demand. Both paths are available. It could be a little easier to create a business where there is demand already. And then plug in what you have innovated or invented. But everything is already here. Everything is already created. So what would make a difference? These are some of the factors, determinative factors or contributive factors that play within your subconscious. When starting a business or starting a business from scratch or starting a business within a business. On my journey, I'm starting it from scratch. Constant iteration, no applause. Just working. Sometimes you feel like there's no results. I think I said this before. So here's some of the subconscious lessons that I have gathered along the way. And I think these are universal. So when you starting it from scratch and you creating demand, that's what, like, I believe that's where a true leader dwells. But in order to do that, you have to make sales or get deals done, have offers, something that you bring to the table. And an example of this is an example of creating demand. Like I said, everything is already here. There's nothing new under a sun. That's where they get that from. Everything is already here. It's how you can innovate that. So, an example of this is about creating demand. It's for my new entrepreneurs, by the way. Just don't forget this. A lot of people know this already, but just for my people just starting out. We got a little metropolitan area over here. They just built a Chick-fil-A. Long lines every day. I don't think the market or the people was asking for another chicken sandwich. There's so many restaurants with chicken sandwiches. You know what was different about, let's say, Chick-fil-A and most of the other restaurants? The experience that they provided. So, when creating something from scratch, make sure you have an experience for the people that you serve, a great customer journey. This is something that I had to learn along the way. For me, the customer experience is very important. So when I was constantly iterating the service that I provided or provide, That's what it really boiled down to. Not making a sale, not sounding pitchy. Because that's the next subconscious lesson. That's what it leads into next. The fear of being too salesy. Here's some of the subconscious things that I had to deal with. You know, when it came down to selling, at first, I started to feel more superior than the client that I was trying to help. And that stopped me from actually delivering the transformation that I wanted to give my client, or the people, or the clients that leaned in. And I noticed that was not really it. Like, that could stop you just feeling more superior because you're so pure as a person. You're so pure that when it comes down to the sale, just the transaction, everything, it feels like you're trying to make the sale to pay your bills, or so you have to be a little bit more superior, and that could actually stop the transformation that you're really trying to give this client. So it was not even about, because you could downplay yourself, and then stoop down and not being able to convert the client because you downplayed yourself so much from not being superior in order to transform their life. So it's not even that. It's not even the downplaying yourself or feeling more superior. It's about why you. Do you truly believe in your own service or product? That's the difference maker. That's what would bring everything towards you. You'll just magnetize everything you want. Do you have enough conviction in what you do? That's the difference maker. Do you truly believe in what you creating for the market? Because if that dies down, then you'll just do something else, and then that dies down, then you'll do something else. You have to be really convicted in the service that you provide. Why you? Why you're this person that could transform this individual's life. So me sitting across certain people, it was not that I was trying to pitch my idea or sell my product. It's the raw belief. And me being able to not just convert the client is about me standing right beside them with this service and really understanding the person across from me. So the conviction and belief, I think I just gave you 2 subconscious lessons. This leads to the conviction, what I just touched on briefly, and belief about your service is very important. It's like an example of this is Elon Musk didn't he pitched his service of Tesla cars to whatever industry. I don't know, to whatever. He pitched it. And he really wanted to change the world with his, economy cars. So it was through his conviction that made it possible. He wasn't the first to create a car without gas. I'm saying, like, this is, he made it possible through his conviction on his service or product. So for all my people who have decided to be an entrepreneur, those are some of the subconscious lessons. It's not about being superior. It's not about downplaying yourself. It's about the raw belief in you and what you provide for the market. So you could do it either way. You could start from scratch, or you could plug in after you decide to do a business that already has a demand, or you could create it from scratch. But ultimately, it's about the people and your raw belief and conviction in what you do. So, y'all already know the slogan. Let's keep it infinite.